Mic check 1 2 test. Check 1 2. Check 1 test 2. Mic check 1 2. Check 1 test 2. Mic check. Hey Rick, hey Nancy, how are you guys? Happy Aloha Thursday. I almost said Wisdom Wednesday, but it's the same. Um, how's it? What's up, Rick? How are you, man? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Nancy. Oh, hey, all right. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday, Thursday edition. Or maybe we'll call it like Therapy Thursday since we missed it yesterday. Good, awesome. Doing really, really good. Good to see you. Thank you guys for jumping in. Thanks for meeting with me last night, Nancy, Michelle. I appreciate you guys so much. Hope all is well with all of you. Rick, as always, appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you so much for allowing me to use Nancy as one of my awesome mods. So thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate you, bro. Hope you guys are doing well. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. I'm doing good. Thank you, Michelle. I'm actually doing really, really good, man. What's up, my brother? Mao is in the house. What's up, Mao? How are you, bro? Hey, did you just do a wedding last week? I saw your pictures. Where was it, man? I didn't recognize the venue. And how was your wedding? Yeah. Nice. Awesome. Cool. Nice. Very cool. Shout out to the Facebook Ohana. I see you guys. I'm not sure who's on, but I see you. Thanks for being here. I'm going to put up a link. If you want to join us on Twitch, here's the link right here. Go ahead and join us. Right. Falcon Ultra, how are you? I see you. Happy Aloha Therapy Thursday. How's that? Good to see you, man. Hope all is well with you. Oh my gosh, what's up, sister? Heine girl, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, tell your husband I said, how's it? I won't be back to work till I think Monday. I gotta check my schedule. Monty, what's up, my brother? How are you, Monty? Good to see you, brah. There she is. Princess Lehonu's here. Hi, sis. Love you guys so much. Thank you. Yeah, you saw us on TV today. Yeah, we did a press release today regarding the grand jury verdict for our officers with the shooting incident. I have many mixed emotions about that. I don't want to go too much in details, but let me tell you this: anytime when a case goes to grand jury, it's almost you're literally at the feet of the grand jurors. You don't testify. If there's anything, there will be people that will come in as witnesses to say stuff, but you as the accuser, in this case our officers, you cannot testify. So you're literally, they take all the facts and circumstances of what happened. Tell Kavika somehow. All the facts and circumstances, and then they decide as to what they're going to do. So in this case, it was a no bill, meaning they're not going to indict. Here's the issue behind all of that. The investigation is not complete. So the prosecutors are pushing a case that is not even completed yet, and they're giving it to the grand jury. We have an issue with that. because it's not complete. You're getting pretty much, excuse my language, but you're getting a half-ass story, and then you're gonna judge and decide the fate of these officers from a half-ass story. Like, would you want to be tried like that? No way. That is so unfair. And so that was one of our fight behind it. Yeah, Heiny girl, tell up, brother, love you, bro. Good to see you. El Cabby, I see you. Happy Aloha Therapy Thursday. Happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday, I should say, on Thursday. Thank you for being here. But yeah, Monty, that's been our plight today. I mean, yeah, we're happy that the officers didn't get indicted, but it's just the way that they went around it. The officers didn't even know that it went to grand jury. We had to tell them. Here's how they found out first before we even got to them. The news told them. Yeah. Crazy. Mahalo, brah. I appreciate that so much. Shout out to Bo's lady. How are you? Thanks for being here. Aloha to you. Pili aloha. I see you. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody coming in. Uncle B, I see you, Uncle B. How are you? Oh man, Big Bo's my brother. Mahalo for the resub, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Aloha to you guys. As you can see, still in the union outfit. I was gonna change, but nah, no need. Yeah, Coach Kanoa, I see you, Coach. DJ Ooze, I don't know where he's at, man. DJ Ooze is taking a break right now. Yes. El Cap, yeah, bro. How you, brother? Yes, I gotta get you on the show. Can you shoot me a whisper, bro? Cabby, shoot me a whisper. Shoot me your number. Let's talk story. It would be an honor to have you on this show, bro. For real, let's talk story. Serious. Let's do it, my brother. Let's do it, bro. For real. When I saw you, I was like, oh, bro, that's the brother right there. Let's do it. So shout out to El Cabby. Make sure you're following him. Dope ass DJ. And again, speaking of dope DJs, my lineup this evening, my first guest, I'll bring him in a little bit, is DJ DeeLux. Following DJ DeeLux, it's actually a duo, and they actually stream separately, but they help each other, is Bigg John and DRU. So I'm going to have them on the show in the second hour. So again, shout out to our brother El Cabby, man. Good to see you, my brother. Thanks for stopping. I appreciate that so much, bro. For real. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Shout out to my mods. I see them rolling in. Thank you so much. Princess Lehonu, Lila Figure Fresh, Nancy Nakamura, Minute, Michelle. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you being here. I cut my hair. Yeah, I cut my hair, Coach. This is kind of usually what my hair looks like when I'm at work. I cut it myself, so it's cheaper. It really is. Way cheaper. So good to see you guys. Hope all is well. Hope your week is going good. You have one more day, and then it's the weekend for you. And so, absolutely, Cabby, yeah, bro. Yeah, no, our stories, bro. Let's share our stories and let's talk about it. Speaking of stories, I'm gonna tell you this. I hope you stay throughout this entire stream today, especially with our first guest, our brother DJ DeeLux. Like, what an amazing story, this young man. What an inspiration he is to me and to so many others. And I am so looking forward to him sharing his story of adversity, resilience, and he is literally that walking example of just never giving up. That's this brother right here. And so, we're gonna take a few more minutes, and then we'll bring in our brother DJ DeeLux to come in and share his story and just be here with us. And so, I appreciate all of you. I want to make sure I acknowledge all of you that are coming into the channel. Thank you guys. Yeah, Don, reach out to El Cabby, please, and let's get him on, and see if we can fit him in sooner the better, if can. So can do. Cabby, perfect. Sounds good, my brother. For real. Oh my gosh. Yes. Shout out to Mama BZ. How are you? we used to be neighbors, and then I moved from the Windward side right into town, and so I don't get a chance to see her, but seeing her here makes me super super happy. Thank you so much, Mama BZ. How are you? I see Ricky Wamoto. He's in the building. Unless if you're the Ice Father, DJ Icy Ice, then it's Rick Iwawamoto. So he's infamous like that. So yeah, awesome. Again, happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday, Thursday edition. Thank you so much. I apologize I couldn't stream yesterday because I had several meetings yesterday. For those of you that may or may not know, so aside from jumping on Twitch and being a DJ, and being a policeman for the last 21 years, I also sit on the executive board, state board for our police union, and so a lot of different things going on out there too as well. Presley 423 DJ U sends his love to you, Presley. He said you're one of his favorite people, and so hopefully you'll see Presley if you come back tomorrow night. DJ Us will definitely make an appearance, so hopefully you'll come back for Feature Friday. So I see a whole bunch of you guys in here, and you know what? I'm not gonna wait any longer. I want to actually bring him in. I want to talk story with this young man, and I want you to feel his presence and his the Hawaiian word is ano, his energy, and his aura about him, because he brings so much value to this show tonight, and I want to make sure that you feel the same way too as well. So once again, Cabby, we'll talk soon. Thank you so much, bro. Love you so much. Thanks for stopping by, but we will definitely talk soon. Most definitely. So if you're not following him yet, I go ahead and pop up DJ DeeLux's link and just click the follow button. I promise you're not going to be disappointed. All right. And so without further ado, chat Ohana, throw up your shakas, throw up your Ohana hearts. Please help me welcome one of the most inspirational peeps that I'm so looking forward to interviewing is our brother, DJ DeeLux.
Hey, how's it going?
What up, man?
Here's
Good,
my,
brother.
this is going to be my shaka right here, so go ahead, no figures.
All good, man. So what's up, bro? How are you, man?
I'm living life, man. Living life
Awesome.
the best I can, so
Awesome.
where I'm at.
Beautiful. So I'm gonna ask you for a huge favor, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it over to you. And I'll give you an opportunity to just shout the chat room out, and I'll give you a moment to do your shout outs, and then we can talk.
All right. I see shout outs to DJ Ping, my brother right there. Mama
Love that guy.
PZ's in the house. Nancy Nakamura's in the house. Thank you guys for having me here. Presley, Princess, Michelle's in here too. Thank you guys for having me. I'm feeling welcome, so I'm excited.
Awesome.
I mean, how much more is there, you know? Island Boy and Carlone's in the house, and then 19M's and Mint's in the house. So thank you guys for having me. Thank you. I feel the love for sure.
Thank you, brother. Thanks, man. So, for those that may or may not know who DJ DeeLux is, man, like where you from? Where'd you grow up? Just share a little bit about that, bro.
Yeah. So I am California born. But I was raised in the island of Guam. So I got some island peeps in me, and I got island love in me. So
yes, sir. Yes.
So yeah, I was actually born in San Luis Obispo, North County, California, and I pretty much moved to Guam and lived out here with my grandparents for the entire stay of my high school, and then moved back to the States. So yeah, my upbringing is in Guam.
Nice. So you're in California.
I'm in California. I'm in Santa Barbara County.
Santa Barbara County. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm living now.
So the first time I actually heard of San Luis Obispo is when they would come, their volleyball team would come and play our University of Hawaii team.
Yeah, Cal Poly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay, where is this guys? Oh, yeah, California. Yeah. So that's the only time I would hear about it. And then, of course, going out and kind of do some research and like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah.
And then Santa Barbara, it's a pretty big area for volleyball.
Of course. Oh, yeah, big time.
Beach volleyball.
Big time. Beach volleyball. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of the great legends that came out from, from that era.
Then, of course, playing for high school in Guam, volleyball was a a mecca sport.
That was the sport.
Yeah. So I took volleyball and I took that tenacity here to the States and played in the league out here.
Did you?
Yeah, and I'm only 5'5".
Bro, yeah, you probably had some hops, bro.
Oh man, I got quadzillas.
Yeah. So what position did you play?
Oh, honestly, so I started out with an outside hitter at 5'5", and then I ended up setting.
Nice.
Because later on down the line out here, they got some big boys, well over 6-footers out here. So really,
of course,
they hit 10 all day.
Oh, easy, man. You run that pipe, or you run that big, or just all day. Yeah, I love it. So I'm not sure if so I play volleyball is actually my main sport.
Nice.
I don't look like a volleyball player, but I do. I play volleyball. I've actually played. I've actually traveled the country and even throughout the South Pacific playing volleyball. I didn't play in college, but I actually picked up the sport after high school. Believe it or not, I didn't play in high school because I was busy working. My parents didn't allow me to play sports because I had to work and get a job. I mean, the oldest of 7 kids, I went to work. That's really what I did. But it allowed me to like literally travel and play. I'm only 5'10". Back then I wasn't fat back then, but I had some hops too, just a little bit.
Sure.
So when I first started and I actually played middle.
Okay.
That was my position, and then I actually transitioned to the oppo side on the right side, and then obviously and then over to the outside hitters, and so now where like I just coach, and whenever it's recreational, I'll be the baddest biggest libero you've ever seen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can't even jump anymore, man. It's crazy. Yeah, my knees are just it just takes me off to a whole different level, man.
Yeah, I took volleyball and I tried to coach children and whatnot to pass that on too, because that was a love for me.
Nice. Did you coach club or did you coach high school or in any schools?
High school. I coach elementary.
Nice.
Which was fun.
Yeah.
Which was very, very fun.
That's such a fun age to coach because you can mold them and they're so fun and awesome. So do you coach like both like co-ed or more girls or more boys for you?
This was all boys.
Okay.
So we were able to get a little more aggressive if we wanted to. Some of them really wanted to try hard, and I was okay with that.
Yeah.
But they all wanted to play. So.
Have you had experience coaching girls?
I have not.
Oh man, bro, let me tell you this because I coach just more on the high school level. Boys, you can relate to me with me on this, bro. Like boys are like you call a timeout and it's not happening for you in the team, right? And we're losing the momentum and things are just no one's passing, everything, we're out of system. You call a timeout and you bring everybody in the huddle, and sometimes the conversation for me will look like this. Okay, boys, stop being stupid. You guys understand? Okay, the next person that acts stupid, I will punch you in your face. Okay, so it's a form of motivation, right? And usually the response from the boys are like, we got it, coach. We got this. And then they'll go out and then they'll perform and then they'll do their thing. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, right?
Right.
Girls, are like, okay, ladies, so we're not passing very well, obviously. And then it's like skirting around on the actual topic without them getting too emotional. And no matter what I do sometimes, they just get emotional. Like, why are you crying? I'm not scolding you. I'm not like, no, I know I'm doing like, oh my gosh. Such a different dynamics. Yeah. So two different dynamics, boys as opposed to girls. It's so funny.
Right all the time.
All the time, bro. All the time. Like, oh my gosh, it's okay. Like, it's called life. This is what sports is awesome because it teaches you about life. It teaches you, accountability, responsibility, right? Like all these different communication, like, okay, what's wrong? How come we're not passing? How come you're letting the ball drop? Because you're not talking. Right? If you open, like all of you girls have this special power where off the court, you're and then on the court, no one's talking. Right. Like, how do you do that? That doesn't work.
Communication is key.
It's key, right? It's key. And right, how do you implement life lessons when you're teaching sports? There's so many ways you can go with that. But yeah, definitely one of my most favorite things to do, and so yeah, man. So, okay, sports fanatic, played, coached. I love it. Volleyball. We have two things in common, right? When you started DJing, how did that happen for you, bro?
Ooh, wow. Well, that happened in high school. I had a good friend of mine that was friends with some DJs, and
Okay.
they kept their equipment at his house, and he was just a hop skipping away from me. And he was like, "Hey, why don't you come on over?"
Nice.
And at
Awesome.
13 years old, I was like, "Okay, I want to see it. I want to touch it." We
Yeah.
hooked it all up. We powered it up. We put the record on. We started playing some music, and it was magical after that.
That did it for you. You were hooked.
As soon as we found out how to try to beat match, that was it right there. It was done. That was a sealed deal right there. So from 13, that was my first exposure to turntables.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna ask, was it vinyls? But yeah, you said records like, hey, I got it. Yeah,
it was all vinyl. And then after that just kind of slowly progressed.
Okay.
I didn't do much in high school or anything like that because I was more focused on school.
Sure.
And then you finally get a job and you're able to make a little bit of money and you buy some equipment and then you're kind of stuck in the bedroom.
Yeah.
So I really didn't expose myself back until I was like maybe in my 20s, playing in my bedroom and just playing music and beat matching and finding my niche for it,
Sure. Yeah.
And after that, I, like everyone does, hey, auntie, uncle, let me do a party for you or something like this.
There you
All
go.
starts off with family.
Love it. Yeah.
And then that slowly connects and it networks over to who knows what, auntie and uncle.
Sure.
And then a friend of this and a friend of that, and that's where it all starts.
Nice. So your DJ career has been more, your experience for you has been more mobile for you? Did you do club work, radio work?
So I do have some residency out here where I'm at right now.
Okay.
And I love that atmosphere. I do mobile work as well too. Who doesn't love the weddings and whatnot? Those are always great. Yeah. Long days, but it's beneficial in every single way. You get to network.
Nice.
Your pay is obviously a lot better.
Nice. Yeah. And like you, like for me, I only do weddings. That's more my niche. In fact, someone just asked me like, "Hey, are you busy with graduation parties?" I was like, I'm not, but my guys are, because I actually just outsource them, and I do all the marketing, and they'll go out and I take a cut. So
nice.
they'll do all the grad parties, the baby luau's here that we have, the birthday parties, everything, and I only do weddings.
I need to concentrate on that right there then.
How's the wedding market for you in your area? Like,
it's great.
Yeah.
Our area is a vacation destination. We are off the coast of Pismo Beach. So and we're on the countryside, so we're definitely away from the city.
Nice.
So people love to come up this way. So business is good. It's pretty cutthroat in this area though too. Smaller cities tend to have lots of DJs.
Yeah.
And there's more than enough work for everybody. That's for sure.
Awesome.
So it's not too bad.
Awesome. I've often said this on Twitch, and I believe the same philosophy out in the real world, that there's an audience for everyone. The fact where other DJs and where it's a cutthroat thing and like, hey, what is DJ DeeLux charging you? Well, I can do the same, but cheaper. Maybe you should go with me, right? Like, why do we have to do that to each other? Where we can actually find a base price, right? And then, it's the analogy I always like to use is like, it's as if you and I have own gas stations and we're on the opposite sides of the corner, right? If we both charge the same, doesn't matter where they're going to go because the price is going to be the same. I think what makes the difference is the benefits and the services that you provide.
Totally.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Your performance is key.
Yes.
Will you create the memories for the couples and for the party that they wanted and what they expected?
Yeah.
Are you able to generate the fun that they were looking for?
Yeah.
So the service is key, and that'll definitely translate over to potential customers down the line.
Absolutely.
And that's how it works. So, you must perform when it comes down to it. That's for
Yeah. So on an average, if you don't mind sharing, like in terms of do you only do weddings, but or do you do all different events for you?
I do everything.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'll
Very
touch
cool.
on everything for sure. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. we
Okay.
need to be diverse here, especially in this area right here. We have diversity all over. So
Awesome.
you've got to have a little bit of everything.
Awesome.
Some of it's
Awesome.
tough, you know.
It is. It is. Yeah.
We have tough crowds from time to time, but
Man, sometimes, sometimes it is what it is. That's just how things are. But, you make it work, right? I think
That's
DJs are one of the most creative people on the planet, right? Because if we run into an issue, I can almost guarantee you're sitting there trying to figure, okay, well, how do I remedy this and how do I fix this and get through? You just get through this gig,
Right.
and how many times like that has happened to us in what we do. And yet many times and I'm referring to weddings when I say this, many times if we're one of the biggest reasons that we can make or break an event, then perhaps why are we one of the last people to be thought of when they're planning their weddings? It baffles my mind many times. Like they'll go and take care of all like centerpieces, pipe and draping, chair covers, right? Venue, of course, all these things are important. And then, oh my gosh, yeah, we need a DJ.
Yeah, we need
Oh
the right
shucks.
guy.
So our budget's like this much because we forgot to budget out for a DJ,
We forgot to
and
factor
then
you in.
yeah, right. Whereas there's really only two things that people talk about when they attend an event. That is the food, and that's your entertainment. And when it comes to those two things, it's either really, really good or they suck. It's never in between. So why would you want to wait and put something like that on the back burner, knowing that it's that important, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure you've had this experience, bro, is that you're at an event and the lights go out, the power goes out, and then they look at you as if it's your fault.
That's
like,
right. I've been
right?
there.
Like how
I've
crazy,
been
like
there.
okay, right. I've even had one where the water line went out and they're asking me what did I do.
I shut it off. It was bothering. It was
Like
listening to mix.
like you know what, man, y'all leaving and I'm playing here, y'all need to be in this room. That's why I shut the water off. Like, are you serious? For real? Like, for real? Are you for real right now? It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me ask you a wedding question.
Yeah.
When a couple or when someone inquires with you and ask, they're looking for services for a DJ for their wedding, do you meet with your couples, like if you're able to physically meet with them, or is it more over like the phone, or do you do a FaceTime or a video conference with them?
No, I like to meet my clients in person. I want them to know who I am, and I
Yeah.
want them to kind of feel me out as well too.
Yeah.
That kind of sets the mood for them as well too. They feel like they can trust me at that point up front, and I can look them eye to eye and be like, okay, they know that I'm being sincere and I'm truthful about what I'm telling them and
Yeah,
how I want to
absolutely.
offer them services. So that's I like being in front of them. Not only
Yeah.
that, I want them to know that, hey, I'm not afraid to entertain your guest.
Yeah.
You know,
I love it. Yeah. And
Yeah.
same here. And at the same time, they're interviewing you just as much as you're interviewing them. Because
exactly.
sometimes I think they don't realize, like, I can't remember the last time that I've declined to do a wedding with a couple. I want to say maybe like that was like maybe 5 years ago.
Mhm.
But I remember meeting with this couple, and I remember one of the first things they asked, they're like, "Are you funny?" I was like, "Well, it just depends what funny looks like for you." Like I'm a fun guy. I'm
Right.
not a comedian, but I like to have fun.
Sure.
And
That's
so
key.
they're like, yeah, and but then they're like, well, tell me a joke. I was like, I was like, okay, and then I mean, I shared, I don't know what I said. I said a joke. They all started laughing, but then they were like, okay, but what if this happens? What are you gonna do? And what is but they had the mom with them, and she was just blazing and just firing off questions, and I had every answer for it, but it gotten to a point where I'm like, do I really want to work with them? And I actually decided, it's the other key. I actually decided, like, you know what? Maybe I don't think I'm the best fit for you. Let me refer you to someone else. Here was the key. They actually asked me, we would love for you to do our wedding, but we need you to be funny. So I hope you're funny all the way. I'm like, okay. But more importantly, when you play music, we want all the swearing, all the like the just all the unedited music.
Wow.
And so I was like, I said, I said, I would, maybe perhaps you would want to go with a different DJ. Here's why I'm not going to honor that. Because I'm not going to play something that I can't play in front of my grandparents or my pastor. Not only that, this goes against everything of who I am, my character, my philosophy, and who I am as a person and as a company.
Right.
If you feel that that's what you want, then let me maybe perhaps find someone for you.
Nice.
Right? Because like I'm not gonna lower my standards. Again, this is just me. Some other DJ will welcome that, but not me.
I've been at weddings where they are actually playing all that dirty stuff, and I'm cringing over here in the background, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I would not want to be there.
Yeah.
Or be a couple.
Well, and not only that, bro. I mean, a lot of times, you got to think that all these people that show up at this couple's wedding, they are all potential clients, but the vendors too. And if I'm playing that, they're like, oh, this is the kind of stuff this DJ plays. They don't know this is what they asked for. But I'm not going to take that to chance because that's not who I am. I'm not going to do that.
Actually act as a network for you as well too.
Yeah. Yes.
They're doing other events and they're being asked, hey, do you know any great DJs? And there's another selling factor for you. So,
Absolutely.
Professionalism all the way through, all the way across the board from A to B.
All the way through. One of my most favorite things, and I'm not sure if you did this. I shared this. I'm not sure if you know who A Plus is. He's a DJ from the Bay Area. Came to Hawaii. We actually had lunch. He does weddings too. But I shared with him one of the things that I like to do with couples when I sit down and I meet with them. I don't even talk about music in my first meeting with them. I don't even talk about the songs that they're gonna want. I don't even talk about equipment for me because it's not about the equipment. As a professional, you should be providing these things. It's almost like talking to a plumber and the plumber's explaining to you like, okay, so I've got this plunger 3000 and what that's going to do. Like, I don't care what you have. So long as it works, I could give a damn what you have. I want to, unplug my toilet, right? Do my event. And so I think and again, this is just my perspective, that many DJs will say, you know what, I will charge accordingly to the amount of equipment I bring. Whereas for me, I will charge accordingly with the amount of experience and the amount of and the services and the benefits I will bring to the table. For example, when I sit and I talk to these couples, the first question I actually ask them is this. And I'm not sure, maybe you use this too as well, but I've used this for the last 20 years and it's worked for me like a charm. I'll sit there and ask, if you could describe to me what your wedding reception would look like in 3 words, what would it be? Right? And keep it simple. And many times they're like, oh, we never thought of that. I say, just take your time, keep it simple. Right? And usually the responses are, we would like for it to be, it's at a hotel venue, so classy. I would like it to be very memorable. Would like to be fun. And I'm like, I'm so happy you're saying fun. Because if you're not having fun at your wedding, you're really having a funeral. Like they laugh, but it's true, right? And the reason why I asked that, I say, look, here's the reason why I asked that. Because now I know what kind of wedding you want. It's not my wedding. My job here is to give you and provide you that type of wedding. And here's what it's going to look like. Right. So just providing them the benefits and the experience and painting them a picture as to what it would look like for them. And then watching them get super excited. Like, I can totally see that. Right. And usually by the end, I'm like, so who do we write the deposit out to? Who do I Venmo the amount to? Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
crazy.
Let's make it a night to remember.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yes. Right. So, home life. If you're comfortable sharing, married, kids.
Currently engaged.
Congratulations. I actually know a few DJs.
Yeah. Discount.
Oh, straight up, brother. Absolutely. So I actually officiate too.
Okay.
So I married him, I MC'd him, and I DJ'd. And you got free security. You got security too.
Triple threat right there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay, so you have this awesome fiance. So
Yep.
congratulations, brother.
Yep.
Okay.
Four kids and a nice little pup.
Nice. Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So
Very cool. When did you discover Twitch?
soon after the Facebook fallout.
As with so many other DJs, right?
Yeah. That's exactly where it all happened. So I decided I want to go ahead and stream. We were during the pandemic. Let's see what everyone's doing. Everyone's doing it on Facebook. Facebook started having issues with CDMA or whatever that thing is. And they shut that whole thing down. And then Twitch started coming about. And here we are.
So when did you jump on Twitch? Do you know exactly what month?
I want to say maybe
approximately
2 or 3 months, maybe 2 to 3 months after that.
I see. Yeah,
because I was really trying to figure it all out. I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know how to build a platform. I didn't know nothing about the green screens or anything like that. I didn't have the right equipment to plug in and patch into the online service.
Same.
And no one was here to teach me.
Same here, brother. Same here.
Yeah.
Same here. I mean, if you follow my story, one of the big jokes I make fun of myself is I started off sitting down and on my ugly ass couch with an iPad and trying to figure out how this whole Twitch thing works.
Yeah.
And getting a camera or just trying to plug in my controller and what goes where, what's an interface and why do I need that? It was like so overwhelming for me,
Right, exactly. And that's what I was thinking too. I didn't have any of the equipment to make it happen.
Yeah.
I was like, shoot, what do I need to pick up? What do I need to buy? Do I have this? Do I have that? How do I patch this with that? And how do I patch that with this?
Yes.
And it was just so confusing. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give up for a minute. Let me just enjoy everyone's stream at this point. And I was enjoying everybody's stream. I was really enjoying Scotty Fox for a while.
Scotty Fox. Yeah. Nice.
He was one of the first ones that I was watching. And then it was just like, wow.
Nice.
And then I started watching. Everyone started popping up. And I'm like, okay, something's going on here. What's happening?
Yeah. And so as you go throughout your journey of Twitch, and you do your thing, memorable moments on Twitch for you.
Oh, meeting a Twitch family, if you want to say. I connected with a Twitch family.
Nice.
Isn't that the best?
Isn't that the best, bro? Isn't that the best feeling?
That is the best.
It is, bro. It really is. I love it, man.
I was streaming online. Someone popped into my channel and we were talking about island this, island that. And they were like, oh, you from Guam, bro? And I'm like, yes, I am. And it was all over after that. Yeah. It was like, hey, we want to welcome you into this chat. We want to welcome you into this room. And it was outside of Twitch as well, too. We got into a WhatsApp app. And they connected me and welcomed me with open arms. And some of the streamers on there were kind enough to go ahead and open me up and teach me how to build, to patch in my cables and then to build emotes for my channel and whatnot. And I'm like, wow. And they were like, love you, brother. Love you, sister. Love you this. Love you that. Ohana family, this and that. Ohana DJ family. And it was just connection all the way through. And that's the most memorable for me. And I haven't even met any of them yet. And for some reason why, I feel like I've known them forever.
Yeah.
And I'm so connected with them. I love them so much.
Love it.
I mean, I'm easily telling you that right now, and I'm sincere about that when I say that I love them so much.
I know you do, bro. I know you do. I know how you are. I know your honor. I know your spirit and how you operate. And that's one of my favorite parts about who you are as an individual. Not even a DJ, just as a human being yourself, bro. So again, shout out to the 671 fam. Hafaloa to our Guam fam. What a great tight knit supportive group, right? Like Ping, 1982 strong, 671 Dolphin.
Yeah,
Dolphin, right? Mama Beezy's from here, but from Hawaii. But her ties in with all the Guam fam. She's very close to them. So C Kiddo, yes, absolutely. So many of. Again, I think it's like what you said. It's just the community that has brought, the Twitch community bringing us together is really key, right? And although real. It's very real. And although you've never met before, it's the spiritual connection that that actually keeps you binded, you know.
It's
And I think that's so awesome.
it's
You
so
know,
funny because I'm planning a trip to the islands, and all I want to do is meet everyone I met on Twitch. That's the purpose
crazy.
of my trip. It's like, you know what? I want to go back home because why? I want to
Meet
meet,
every
yeah, I want to meet 671 Dolphin.
meet everybody. Yeah.
I don't want to just
So
go back home to see the island and see the coconut trees again.
yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah. It'll still be there, but yeah,
right,
now there's even much more of a purpose to go back because now I have a
right,
Twitch fam that I
right,
got to go back and see. You
right.
know, it's
Exactly.
super awesome.
It's amazing.
Nice. So tell us about your story, man. What there's life happens,
Yes,
things come up,
yes.
and I'm gonna pop up a picture and I'm gonna share with the group, and then let's talk about that if you don't mind. We cool with
Okay,
that, bro?
let's do it.
Yeah. So I hope I get this right. So okay. Here it is. There it is. Tell me
There
about
it
this.
is.
Yeah.
All
What is
right.
that right there?
That is me on the ground, on the floor. So 2 years ago, I was an avid mountain biker and I was racing a race. And I decided to go ahead and take a jump. And I overshot my jump and I landed on my head and I broke my neck. So that rendered me a quadriplegic C4, C5 cervical spinal cord injury. So I'm paralyzed from the shoulders down.
Yeah.
And that's the photo of the accident the day of May 20th, 2019. And that was me on the ground. I was unable to move. And those are paramedics around me, testing me, scanning me, making sure everything was okay. I had no feeling from the neck down at that point right there. And right then and there, they called the helicopter, the heliflight, and I was flown out from that location to one of the major hospitals closest to me.
Yeah.
And that's when I undergo the MRIs and surgery. And now I'm living as a quadriplegic every day moving forward.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing, bro.
Of course.
So, and again, however you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
So you find out, right, that you'll be paralyzed from the shoulders down. Like,
Right.
like what is the first thoughts? Like, what went through your mind from there?
So when I first went down, the first thought is that I knew that this is likely to happen to me, and I didn't think it was going to happen to me.
Sure.
So when I went down and I opened my eyes and I was looking up at the sky, I told myself, okay, this is it. I did it to myself, you know, and I had to get some acceptance at that point.
Sure.
So at that point right there, I made amends to myself and said, you know what, this was part of the journey. This was part of the ride, you know, so you're going to have to live with this and you're going to have to move forward. I didn't know what to expect though. That was the thing. So accepting the fact that I got hurt was number one. And so here I am now. So 2 years into it, now I'm moving forward. So I can't let it stop me, and I don't want it to.
At what point? Again, I can only speculate. Like if I went through something like that, like I'm not sure. Mentally, spiritually, physically,
Yes.
emotionally, like if I would even want to continue, you
Oh
know?
yes, that actually has ran through my head quite a bit. I
Sure.
mean, I was first,
Sure.
admitted to rehab in the care hospital right after my accident. After my
Yeah.
surgery, I was stuck in rehab and care for 7 weeks of trying to rehab. And in there, your mind is nowhere where it wants to be. It's so busy with nurses and doctors and everyone feeding you everything that you need to know. And then when you get discharged, what next?
Yeah. What now?
Now
Like
you're in
yeah.
the comfort of your home. Now you don't have a
Right.
nurse telling you everything's going to be all right. Now you don't have a nurse telling you need to date this. Now you don't have a doctor telling you this is what's going to happen next. Now you're in your head.
Wow.
That's when the battle begins. So the
Yeah.
valleys become dark. You sit
Sure.
there and you think, what next? What's going to happen now? I can't move my legs. I can't walk. I can't do anything. You know, my wife's at work. She had to go back to work. She already did. She already took her leave of absence and whatnot. Now she's got to go to work.
Yeah.
Now she's got to pay for the
Yeah.
bills.
Right.
You know, everything starts piling up. And that's where it becomes challenging. That's
Yeah.
when it gets dark, you know, and it can take you over, you know. And I've had my incidences already too with that. I've thought about the darkness and I've let it take me down. I've let it drag me down the dark valleys and challenge me. And it's tough.
I I can only imagine, bro.
And it's tough. And, one day the community decided to get together and say, you know what, we want to go ahead and support you the best we can. Let's throw a fundraiser for you. Let's get you some therapy, you know.
Nice.
And we went ahead and did that. The community got together. We raised a little bit of money. We paid for some therapy. I went in and I got a personal trainer. And guess what? I worked my butt off, man. And till this day, right now, I walked out of rehab
On your own.
with crutches on my own. Yeah.
Beautiful, man.
And I've been working at it since,
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
since May 2019, I've been working on my recovery. I've been working on my health, and all I want to do is try to live the best life as I can, because I sat in that couch in a dark room saying, you know what, it ain't even worth it. But I'll tell you what, it is worth it. No matter what kind of adversity you're going through, we can all persevere for sure. You just got to believe.
It's very it's humbling. It is I mean, talk about perspective. I mean, it, look, let's real talk, right? Like, here I'm thinking, man, I'm kind of going through all these different things right now.
Yeah.
And then I sit here and then I listen to your story and I'm like, okay, Don, what the hell do you have to complain about right now? Because your ass can get up and just walk right after this interview.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's definitely tough.
Right? Like, I mean, what a great perspective. What a great way to put it in a certain way, and to watch someone so inspirational, and so motivational, such as yourself, and yeah, man, for real, bro.
Yeah, I just want to let everyone know. I mean, regardless how dark it gets and how hard it becomes, don't give up. Keep on pushing, because you just don't know. I mean, right now, I have no hands. My hands don't work. My fingers are kind of fixated this way because of my cervical damage. So I can't spin the records anymore. So I'm currently on a controller now, and that's how I'm able to mix music. So I can still play music as a quadriplegic. So right now,
But using the controller.
I'm on a controller. I'm on a Pioneer DJ SZ
Nice.
right now.
And that's a dope ass controller, bro.
Yeah, where I
That's
was
a
on
dope ass controller.
1200s prior to
Yeah,
this. So
of course.
I haven't gotten down to playing with the records yet, but that'll be the next try, and we'll see what's going to happen. So I stream live and I show you my deficits, so that way you can actually see my hands work the controller and see how I work my mixing and whatnot. So it's something to see for sure. So, but I mean, to this day, right now, I'm still challenged. I'm still challenged, and I'm still learning new things. Along with my injury, I lost my job. Something I couldn't do. So my income went straight from where it was and then down to zero. I lost all my health benefits and my coverage. Now I'm taking state benefits. And we all know it's not the same.
Right.
But you have to make things work. If I decide to get married, I may lose some of my benefits. So that's another burden as well too.
Yeah.
So my income is definitely plateaued. So basically, I took a 180 turn in the blink of an eye, just because I decided to go ahead and thrive on a hobby that I love so much.
Sure.
But I'm one of the lucky ones. I was actually able to get up, rehab my ass off, and walk out of rehab and continue to keep on doing what I'm doing. Yes, I have major deficits, but I don't let that stop me. My mind it's got to be strong. The mental battle needs to be there.
Yeah.
If you don't have that strong will in your mind and your heart is not there following, I've had to work on my faith. I've had to work on my beliefs. I've had to work on my inner strength, my soul, and find that and regather that and recycle everything and rethink it all and just transfer all that energy into positive. So I feel like I owe everybody out there. If I were to take my life right now, where would my kids be? Where would my lovely fiance be? Without me.
Sure.
The people that were my friends, more like family. Where would they be? What would they think? And I just couldn't do that. So now I feel like this is for the people, and I want to share my story with everybody. So that way, if you're going through something that's down and it's low, I've been there. I know what it's like to have everything taken away from you. you know, but here I am, I'm trying and I'm still going. And I'm only 2 years into it. I've got the rest of my life moving forward to live in this seat here. And I've got to make it happen to the
It's
best I
beautiful.
can.
It's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, it's a tough one. But nonetheless, I mean, I'm still able to DJ, and I love that. I love that. I sat
Bro,
on my couch for
that's my
months looking
favorite
at
part, man.
I sat on my couch for months looking at my equipment, like, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? You know what I just did? I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to turn it on. How am I going to make this happen? How am I going to make this mix? We're just going to go for it. Hey, you know what? It was a little rough, but hey, I got it dialed in.
Nice.
I got it dialed in. So after this pandemic passes, I hope to maintain some of my residency. Sure. I hope I get back out to you know, some of the wedding gigs and whatnot. It's going to be a little difficult for me, but I'm going to figure that thing out as well too. So keep in touch.
Absolutely. and I know we're separated by water, and I'm across the ocean from you. But if there's anything in any way I can assist you in, whatever it is, bro, I would be more than honored and happy that you reach out, and whatever assistance I can be of service to you, and how I can help you, please let me know, bro.
Well, the thing for me too is that living like this now with my paralysis, I'm limited with everything. But what I do first is I have to try myself and see if I can do it.
Yeah.
Because I'll never know if I don't try. If I keep relying on other people, it ain't gonna do no good. You know, I'll never know. So I always try first before I ask for the help. So I appreciate that, Don, for sure. And everyone else out there too that's offering help. I appreciate you guys for sure from the bottom of my heart.
And I'd like to ask for your permission. May I suggest a specific language for you, bro, in terms of, right? What did Yoda say? What was one of his most famous sayings when it comes to try? Do or do not, there is no try. I can tell you, my experience of you, brother, you do not try, you do.
Yes, we do.
Bro, you freaking do.
We do.
Like,
we do.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, and my Instagram is actually on my Twitch page. If you want to go and follow that, you can actually see my journey from where it started to where I am now. So my Instagram shows a lot, shows where I'm at.
What's your IG handle? What is it under?
It's Dennis_ISIT is it.
Okay, so it's Dennis_is_it.
Yep.
That's your ID. Don, can you find that and get that link and then plug it into the chat room, please, Don?
So yeah,
because I want them to see, because I was trying to play the video, the audio wasn't working the best, but I want, you know, those of you in the chat room, I want you to go and click on his on DJ DeeLux's IG channel and watch this video. It's freaking amazing. You know, if you feel shitty, watch that video. And if that doesn't inspire you, you have no heart. Not gonna.
It's a tough one.
It is.
It's a tough journey, but you know,
it is what it is.
I take it in. I take it in. I smile. I keep positive, you know, and I just want to spread the love, you know, and I want people to know that it's you can make it. You can make it happen, you know. And I go through hurdles all day, every day.
I'm sure you do. I could only imagine. And yet here you are.
Yes.
Being that inspiration, you know, right? I always hear, you know, half of the battle is just showing up. Bro, you show up every freaking day when you wake up, bro.
I do.
That's you, bro. You freaking show up, which tells me this. Don, what is your lame-ass excuse? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
So thank you for that, bro. Like, thank you for that. Like, I appreciate the blessing of who you are and for this, you know.
Absolutely.
So what's the quote, man? Share with me the quote.
You got the quote, Don. You read the quote, man. You got the quote.
I'm trying to look for it. Sorry, I'm going actually off camera. Shucks. I can't see it.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
The quote is, if you're ever in doubt, don't give up on yourself, because you might be bulletproof.
It's freaking dope, man.
Yeah, if you're ever in doubt, don't give up because you just might be bulletproof. And I feel like I'm bulletproof at this point moving forward.
Nice.
I had a short stint where I felt like I was, being shot through all the way, and then I finally realized, you know what? I'm putting on this bulletproof vest and I'm going.
There are things that you sometimes you do stuff, and you do something, or you say something, and you have no idea why, or even you do them, and then you have moments like this and you listen to what you say, and then you're like, that is why I do it. And the reason why I share that is, so every Wednesday, aside from my Wisdom Wednesday talk show, on my other social media platforms, on Facebook and IG, and sometimes on TikTok, I'll actually put out I put out a Wisdom Wednesday quote.
Okay.
I didn't do one yesterday, but I did one this morning, and this is what I'm talking about. Why I say this, and I'm like, I don't know, I was inspired to share this quote, and now I know why, because of your story. And the quote has to do with healing. And here's the quote. The quote goes like this. Wait, sorry. I want to make sure I get it right. Healing means the damage never existed. It simply means that the damage no longer controls you.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Thanks for healing
Very
me,
nice.
bro.
Oh,
Thank you. Like, for real.
my pleasure. My pleasure. Yes.
Like, you're amazing,
Everyone,
bro.
everyone can heal themselves for sure. You know.
You're freaking amazing, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So if you're ever in doubt,
I
don't
love
sell
it.
yourself short.
I love it, man.
Don't sell yourself short because
I love it, bro.
'cause
What a what?
when I first got hurt, I had no movement from the neck down, zero, zero. Now I'm able to actually even lift my arms, and this is my clap. But hey, you know what? I'm clapping for everybody.
And it's a clap. It's
It
still a
is.
clap.
It is.
It's
It's still a
like
clap.
it's still a clap, right? Just because it doesn't look like a traditional clap, it's still a freaking clap.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
can still
best
do it.
part about it.
I can still
It
live
doesn't,
life like anybody
right?
else.
It doesn't have to look like everybody else. It doesn't. Nobody said it had to.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best
Exactly.
part about it. That's what makes you so dope, bro.
Yeah.
Man,
So that's my story. You guys,
man,
let me get on the
appreciate you.
stream and show you guys how I do it exactly. So, and that's the other thing. My love for music was also what keeping me going as well too. I love playing music, and when I first got on Twitch, all I wanted to do was just play for an audience,
Nice,
like I play for
nice.
any other venue or event, you know.
Sure.
So the love for music is universal with everybody, and you know, here we are now. We connected through the music on
Nice.
Twitch here.
Nice. So, when's your next stream, and how often do you stream? Like, share with us your streaming schedule.
So here's a problem that I have, and this is what I'm running into, and this is what I need to do. So I
Okay.
can never tell what my body's going to be like from day to day.
Okay.
So I don't like to commit to a schedule because
Makes
if I
sense.
if I'm supposed to be on and I can't do it because my body's going through a spasm,
Yeah.
it's hard. So I'd like to go ahead and stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and that's what I've been trying to do more or less. So
I
if I
see.
can keep that schedule, that's where I'd be. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Okay. And then Thursdays. So what time? What time on those? Like, are they all the same time? Or it just kind of
Six
depends
six
for
thirty.
you. 6:30. That's Pacific
That's
Standard
Pacific.
Time.
Yeah, Pacific
Yeah.
Standard Time.
So that's 3:30 Hawaii time.
Yep.
That is 9. No, yeah, that's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
That's
I just
right.
want to make sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, bro, man, bro, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get a whole bunch of followers after this show,
No, I appreciate it. I
and
definitely
and
appreciate it.
and they
I
will
wasn't
come
here for
and
the
follow.
followers. I was just here to help
You
spread
know,
it, you know.
that's when the attention is pure, the mechanism shows up and says, hey, look, the universe will respond and say, hey, here's the reward for just coming in with a pure heart.
Awesome.
This is what you get, right?
Thank you.
No, like,
Yes.
you're freaking awesome, bro. I love you, bro. Thank you for your story. Like, again, bro, like, you tell me whatever you need. 100%, bro.
I'm just really trying to advocate for this injury and for everyone that's going through adversity.
Yeah.
That's all it is, really. I just want to let you guys know that whatever it is you're going through, you can persevere. So, with that being said,
thank you for being the inspiration. Thank you for being the motivation. Thank you for being the reason why I shared my quote at 5:30 a.m. this morning, texting the DJ ICI. So like, hey, here's my Wisdom Wednesday quote. I'm gonna email it to you, not knowing that this would happen right here, right now.
Nice, very nice.
Like, amazing, bro, amazing. So I'm gonna turn it over to you. Go ahead and address the chat, DJ DeeLux. I'm gonna step back for a little bit. Let you do your thing, brother.
All right, who's in here? Princess is in here. Thank you so much for the internet, for the communication. Mama Beezy's in here. Honey Flow's in here. Who else in here? Island Boy 925 is in here. Mint. I saw 5150. My family right there. Carlone 805 is in the house. Who else is in here? Sakito's in here showing some love as well too. Thank you so much. Block Party's in the house. Thank you so much. DJ Bud, okay.
Buddha Bud.
Yeah, Buddha Bud, okay.
Yep.
Rick's in the house. Rick's in the house. Gosh, so many people in here. Everything's going by so fast here. My stream chats doesn't go down that fast, so it's hard to keep up.
Bro, they're just showing you some love, man. Chat on how to drop them hearts, drop them shakas for this brother right here, man.
Thank you guys.
Show some love for DJ DeeLux, man.
This is my praying hands. Thank you guys so much.
We love you, bro. We love you, bro. Again, we'll talk soon. I'm gonna hit you
strong as well. 1982. I can't forget her. She's always supporting me too. So thank you. Love you guys.
Thank you, bro. I'll definitely check you out on the next stream, but I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna give you a call and let's chat because I want to share some things and see how I can help out on the back end and however whatever I can do in my power.
Very
right.
good.
I just want to be here just to help serve you in any capacity, bro.
Hey, Twitch family's real, man. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Super real, man. Awesome. All right, man. Okay. DeeLux, love you, bro. We'll talk soon. Take care. Okay.
Take it easy.
Aloha. Okay. Right on. Oh my gosh, DJ DeeLux, man, crazy, awesome, man. Again, showing a whole bunch of love to our brother DJ DeeLux. Thank you so much for that. Again, Gina, I see you. Dang, Gina, DJ Honeyflow, Nancy, or one of you guys, Minute. Can you guys reach out to DJ Honeyflow? See if we can get her on Wisdom Wednesday. DJ Honeyflow, let me know if that's okay with you. I'd love to have you as one of my guests. Again, shout out to D1 Drew, who just raided us in earlier. I saw the raid, bro. I appreciate you so much. Again, thank you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome each and every one of you. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday, Thursday edition. Angie B, I see you, Angie B 007. Aloha nui to you. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to our brother DJ Buddha Bud. How are you, my brother? I will be seeing you in a couple weeks, very shortly, very soon. Hopefully, maybe even sooner than that, bro. Block Party, good to see you. Ginger, I see you. DJ Honeyflow, awesome. Let's connect. Would love to have you on the show. We'll talk story a little bit more. See, kiddo, I see you, sis. We're gonna go right into it. I'm gonna bring my next set of guests. I'm actually gonna bring both of them in at the same time because they kind of work together as a duo, and so. Mrs. D1 Drew, I see you. Aloha, sis. How are you? Rap 50, I see you. Again, shout out to DJ DeeLux. Mahalo, bro. Love your energy. I appreciate you so much. Big Bowls, thank you so much for the bits of aloha. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. DJ Replay, my man. Shout out to the Hut in the house. DJ Ragd, I see you, man. Hope all is well. Good to see you. I think DJ Ping was in here earlier. So again, shout out to the 671 Ohana, the Guam fam. Appreciate, love you guys so much. So let me bring in these two brothers right here, man. I'm gonna chat with these guys. I'm gonna just bring them in and we'll just go off. So chat Ohana, if you have their emotes, drop them. So please help me welcome the big handsome John himself. And D1 Drew.
What's up? You could have stopped at big. That was good enough, man.
Come on, man. Here we go.
And then now you got to go low voice on me, man.
No, man. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. So what's up, man? What's going on, guys?
Not a whole lot, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I'm sorry. I'm hearing echo from someone. I'm not where. I'm not sure where that's coming from.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
It's probably me, bro.
Yeah.
Give me a
Maybe
second.
you want to pop in some headphones.
Yeah.
You know, D1 Jew want to sound like Jesus when he's talking. You know? Like that,
man.
like
Here
that
we go
echo,
again.
man.
You know why? He's like, yes. I'll
He
be like
wants to
Jesus. I'll be like Jesus so you can hear me twice.
Yeah, so I don't have to say it twice.
So I
Just
have
hear
to say
it twice.
You hear it twice. I'm going to speak once, but you hear it twice.
You get that instant replay, right? You know what I mean?
Why? Because I said so. What's up, John?
Jesus
How are
don't
you,
play
man?
it. Hey, man, I'm good, bro. I'm excited. Like I was been telling people on my stream today, get witness a live interrogation by HPD, bro. Like
Not at all, man.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait like that line from Menace to Society. You know you done effed up, right? You know you done effed up, right?
You know you done effed up, right?
Yeah, it doesn't help. I got all these LED lights in front of me too, like an interrogation room.
John, do me a favor. Look over to your left. Far left. Keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. Yeah, that's the profile picture we're looking at. Yeah, that's suspect right there, number one.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah, damn. That's it, bro.
All right.
You found
is that
me.
better? Is that better, Don?
yeah, we can work with that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good, bro. What's up, Drew? How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Just got off that real quick set.
No, yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for the read. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday, man. The two of you.
Yeah,
Well,
Thank you for
yes.
having us, man.
So,
so we getting
so-
interrogated?
it ain't like that,
bro.
man. It ain't
I'm
like
just
that.
kidding, bro.
It's like that, but it ain't like that. Now, but for real, what's your birth date so I can run you real quick?
Oh shoot. February 31st, man.
February 31st, and Drew is February 30th. Got it. Got it. So DJ career, like, when did you guys start DJing? How did that happen? Like, who was it that did it for you? Share with us, man.
You want to start, Drew?
Sure. I'll go as far back as 1987. I know that's not too far back, but a bunch of my cousins grew up. I grew up in the Daly City area, right?
Okay.
And that was like the height of all the Filipino mobile DJs. So a bunch of my cousins were in these groups, and that was really where I got my introduction into seeing turntablism and really seeing the birth of hip hop, right?
Nice.
And the whole Bay Area DJ culture, Filipino DJ culture. So that was really my in. I've always been surrounded by cousins that were DJs, family that were DJs, and so it was only natural that I developed the skill and go and do it myself. So really about the time I got into junior high is where I saved up all my allowance, and I won't sugarcoat it. I was a bad kid. I did a lot of stuff to raise money, and I did what I had to do to take care of mine. So
Be careful what you say.
Yeah.
This is being recorded, man.
You know, man, I like how you formulate, like, I did things I had to do. I
Right.
like that, man. I like that. If you know how to read in between the lines, like,
right.
Yeah.
I like it, man.
I mean, that's
Straight up,
that's
straight
just
up.
that's just straight up being honest.
up.
I mean, that's how I
Straight
grew
up,
up.
man.
I went out there, I did what I had to do, and at junior high, I mean, you're talking a kid trying to
Yes.
raise money any way he can because he wanted a set of 1200s,
Yes.
and that's how it started. And I started. Well, it wasn't even 1200s at the time. It was like some belt drive techniques turntables with a Radio Shack realistic mixer.
Mixer, right?
You know.
Yes, as if how so many of us started.
Yeah, and I think learning and humbling yourself with that kind of archaic equipment back then is what gave you the touch and gave you the feel.
Yeah.
So as a kid, learning and doing it that way, it really developed the skill of mine to to take turntablism to the next level when I could actually afford and pay for it legitly, some 1200s and
Awesome.
and you know, a mixer. So fast forward to high school, I was already in the nightclubs as a minor,
Nice.
DJing in the nightclubs. You know,
Sure.
all of the SF clubs. I was an SF club resident DJ for a long time. Did Deviate, did the Sound Factory, did you know, did a couple stints at City Nights, Club NV. You know, a lot of the I guess the Soma district of San Francisco nightclubs. I was there. So all through high school, that was kind of the start of it, and little segues into radio here and there. But yeah, that's pretty much me, you know, as a DJ in this scene. So
Nice.
I'll turn it over to John.
John, how about yourself, John?
It is not as dramatic as his, man. So, but I learned. Let's see, the summer of 1987, man, is when I started. I became best friends with a guy. He's actually known, if you guys know him, as Yoga Frog. He's part of the Invisible Scratch
Visible
Pickles.
Scratch Pickles. Yeah. Yes.
He was Richie Despacito was my best friend, and he taught me how to DJ. He was so frustrated trying to teach me because I couldn't get the tempo and where the breaks and cuts were. So my first two songs that he sent me home with was "Dreaming of Love" and "Show Me" by the Cover Girls.
Okay. Yeah.
So Stevie V. So mix
V
these
and-
two back and forth, find different
Yeah.
variations on how to mix it. Man, I had that for a month, and I learned it on my realistic mixer,
Yeah.
on my Techniques turntable that had the dial pitch. It wasn't even the slide pitch. It was-
Yep.
So-
Dial.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way I would mark my mixes is like, this is going to be 1 turn and a half to the right.
Yeah.
That's how I would write down my mixes, right?
The
So
struggle
I
is
learned
real.
from that. But, you know, that was in junior high. And I grew up in South San Francisco, or the Westboro area.
Yeah.
My cousin Angie's in the house. She's from the Westboro area. So back then, it's either you were a DJ or you played football. And my address was in the South San Francisco High School district with the Warriors, the South San Francisco Warriors. So
Okay.
I wanted to play football for the Warriors. I had a dream of going to the NFL. Then I stepped foot on the field and I seen how big these dudes are. Oh my goodness. And I knew right there and I wasn't going to make it, but I still wanted to play. So I
Nice.
kind of left the DJ scene for a while.
Okay.
But during high school, I always emceed. I was emceeing the rallies. I was the vice president of the class. I was a student body officer. Every time there's a rally, they give John the mic. You MC
Right.
this.
Right.
So, you know, I did that through high school, did some other events, went to college, but then got into some extracurricular activities and made some bad decisions. And
It's called life.
yeah, so
It is what it is.
it kind of went away. And then it wasn't until I got married that some guy said, hey, you know, we're going to start this DJ group. We could eat, you know, I know you used to DJ and we know you can MC. You want to join this DJ group. And I joined a couple of DJ groups. And so we did it from there. And then we ended up DJing at a club, the Triangle Lounge out in the Marina in San Francisco. Did that for about 2-3 years. And I was that group was you heard of the Wedding Singer? We were the wedding DJs.
Nice.
I mean, we were for 10 years we DJ'd weddings. We were doing 42 weddings a year.
Wow.
So, and these were booked. Like, we'd show up at a wedding. Oh, can you DJ my wedding like 3 years from now? I said, shit, sure. If I'm alive, I'd be there. You know what I mean? You know, it's like they were getting booked, like just word of mouth. We never advertised. We never went to bridal shows. It's just, we're going to do it. And so, you know, I really wasn't, because since I left the DJ scene, all the turntablism, quote unquote, it was never to me, but I knew how to mix. I still know how to go from one song to the other.
Right.
And that's all I knew. And until this day, that's all I know, man. I don't do any tricks. Even as easy it is with these controllers, it's like, hey, I don't know. It's too confusing. Let me just go from one song to the other. That's me. That's old school. But
But
I
it
still-
works though. It
it works. It
There you
works
go.
for me. You know,
Yeah,
I
there you
mean, but you know, the thing that I kept going is the use of God's gift with this voice and just speak. And I'm emceeing now. God bless me with some people. My brother Big Roy Lamilla got me into the Polynesian community and got me into like emceeing these Tahitian competitions. Nice. With his guidance and instruction, now I'm emceeing a lot of them on a yearly basis. Of course, the COVID took a hit, but slowly it's coming back, and I'm getting booked for these gigs. But so that's the only thing that I continue to do is to use my voice and speak, and so that's where I'm at right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is that how you hooked Gina?
Huh?
I said, is that how you hooked Gina? Is that how you?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You got to ask her that.
Speak up, Gina. Is that how? Or were you like, dang, John? Are you like, dang, Gina?
Well, there she is, the voice. She's on there.
Inquiring minds want to know.
No, man. I call my wife my angel because she came into my life during that time where those extracurricular activities was coming to an end. I had absolutely nothing to my name, and she took me. She accepted me for who I was, and whatever. And I would have been stupid to leave her. I went on one date with my wife of now, and we've been together ever since, bro. We went on one date, and we've been together ever since. We haven't left each other's side in the last 24 years, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, bro.
Thank you awesome. Very much.
Good for you guys, man. Really good. So I just saw A+ jump into the chat room.
Oh.
You guys all affiliated? Because I know he drums for the Tahitian with DJ Theo Toboro.
Yeah.
Right?
We're all in that same community.
There you go. Yeah. I knew there was some type of connection. I saw A+. I'm like, wait a second. The connection's coming together for me. I see how things work here. Nice, man. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So when did you guys discover Twitch?
From DJ Theo Tabora.
Oh,
yeah. It was Theo.
Was it through Theo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was through Theo.
And so how long have you been on Twitch?
So I think for me it would be I'm coming up on a year in terms of when I signed up. So actually being an active DJ, I didn't start till what was it, November? About November?
Yeah, I think we started November, December.
Yeah.
When we actually started streaming.
Yeah. But I actually when Theo mentioned it, that hey, I'm jumping on Twitch, I signed up then too. But nice. I wasn't confident enough to take it to that level. I wasn't ready. And back then, we were doing the show, with John, the Sip and Chill show, and it was all over Zoom. So we stayed in that platform for a while, and I kind of liked it there, and it really didn't make the crossover to Twitch until we decided, you know what? Why don't we just try it? And now we're here.
What's the biggest difference that you've noticed, like making that transition from Zoom over to Twitch?
Zoom. The thing with Zoom is like more like a radio station. I never talked over songs.
I see.
And you can see people's, they could be chatting with you, but you can see them reacting to whatever you're typing, right?
Yeah.
Because you're actually seeing them.
Yes.
So we couldn't do that. That was a difficult thing for me. Is like, I always, why play a song when you can't listen to it? I'm talking over, right? But that's what you got to do on Twitch because one, you can't see them and they can't see you, so they don't know if you're acknowledging them or if you can see it. So that was the hardest transition for me.
Sure. Was
to do that, to be interactive via the chat and not seeing anybody else. So it was more like an acting for me, like I'm acting in front of this camera because I don't know who else is there.
Well, and it took it's a learning curve because it's just you and the camera. There is no emotions, right? The only emotion that is happening is you're the one that's creating the emotion, right? And aside from you reacting to what's going on through the chat, it's your own interpretation in terms of how you react or how you decide to share that emotion. Right. Whereas on Zoom, you can actually you could actually visually see them.
Yeah.
right?
We actually used to do, like, when Drew would come on or DJ Theo Tabora would guest on there, we'd actually do dance contests on Zoom where people would turn on their cameras and then, Drew would pick the winners or, whoever was judging at that time. And then we'd give out lunch plates, right, for your next pop-up, bro. Like, we'd give lunch plates, right?
That was it. We give out lunch plates, give out T-shirts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, Zoom was a different format, and especially for an old school DJ that reacts off a crowd. I mean, moving to Twitch is a different animal. It's there's no crowd, there's no dance floor, there is nothing that you could visually see other than chat.
Yeah.
And you have to learn how to adapt to that and react to it. And that was the hardest part for me to break out of that shell to where it's like, you know what, I'm not in a club, I don't see people, so it's better now. I'll say if you looked at where I was in November versus where I am now, I'm actually reading chat now.
Nice. No, good.
So
good.
It's a learning curve. And I think with the way that we run our shows where both of us are on, it's very helpful because now we're watching each other's back, and the dynamic between us, it's crazy because we're a bunch of old school Filipino clowns, and
I love it.
Yeah, we have this banter that goes back and forth, and we make it fun. We try to make it fun. So
yeah, man.
That's beautiful. That's super awesome, man. That's so funny. But I mean, you've been friends. You've been boys for a long time, right? So I mean, playing off of each other.
No, actually, no.
No, we haven't.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. There you go. Is my wife online? Here's my wife's gonna come out with saying bromance. Here's the bromance story.
Here's the bromance story.
Well, so that's why the assumption was me.
Yeah.
Because the assumption was the two of you were together before you got married.
No. Well, I met Drew. Like I said, I started the Sip and Chill show in March or April of last year.
Yeah.
Thinking it was only gonna last till July. So didn't know what I was.
So many of us. Right?
Yeah. So I didn't think it was gonna. Didn't know what to do with it. First, it was just going to be an all-request slow jam session. Sure. Then I said, this might be boring. Let's do a DJ at the end, like a radio station would, right? And I saw Drew one day. I was browsing Facebook, and I seen him DJing. And I said, man, that name sounds familiar. That last name sounds familiar. And I thought it was my friend that I went to elementary school to high school with. I thought that's her husband. So one day I said, hey, you know what, man? I'm doing the show. Would you be interested? And he responded. He says, I'm down, but I don't know if I have the equipment to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm about to have surgery, so let's hook up, and do it. Nice. And then I never heard from him again until like week before his surgery, and I got back at him, and then he went on. But we met last year. That's when I met Drew.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
So
it's been a wild ride ever since, and it's kind of crazy because getting to know each other, right? We had this whole phase of getting to know each other. Mm-hmm. Our paths should have crossed a long time ago, but they never did for whatever reason. And it was probably just, we always say it between John and I, it wasn't meant to be at that time because we weren't. We'd probably do more damage if we were together and met at that time.
One of us may not be here already today.
Yeah.
One of us might be dead.
The world wasn't ready for the two of us.
If we hooked up at that time.
Let me give them a little bit time to kind of find their way. Okay, now you can go ahead and meet together. Yeah.
But there is the funny thing. So as we talk, I found out why that last name is familiar. I used to work with his parents. I worked at Kaiser Hospital. I worked with his mom and dad. His mom and dad are both nurses at Kaiser Hospital. And his mom would always take care of me, man. Typical Filipino lady would never let me go. Never let me go hungry. I never had to buy lunch because she always hooked me up. But then, I hooked them up because I used to work in the operating room. Anything she needed, I got you.
You got 'em.
You need to move this big old patient. I got you.
Yeah. Nice.
And so I was telling Drew do you know a lady by this name? And he goes, yeah, that's my mom. I said, that's where I know your last name. And then I said, do you know your mom, when me and my wife just started a family, we had nothing, man. We were moving to an apartment. Your mom donated a couch to me.
That's crazy.
And I picked it up at your house in Brisbane.
That's
and you can tell the rest, bro.
Oh man. So, just to give you a little backstory, we're sitting in my garage. I'm helping build his bicycle at the time. And we're talking, and he says that, yeah, your mom donated this couch. I was just starting out, and I was like, you've been to my house? And you took my couch, bro. That's my couch. That was the one where, dude, I would come home late from the club, and I would purposely go to the downstairs because I didn't want to wake anybody up. Right. Coming in like 3-4 in the morning, so I would crash out on this couch. And then, one day it's gone. And I'm just like, Ma, what'd you do with the couch?
That's
my couch. That was my crash couch. But it, ended up being donated to John. And
that's crazy.
I remember he was telling me, I was trying to remember back. Where was I? I should have been home, but I was probably knocked out.
Yeah, because, bro, it was 9:30 in the morning when I picked that couch up.
Yeah, I was knocked out, man. Yeah, I wasn't getting up.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So I'm not sure if you can see the highlighted banner where one of my mods, M. Wesley, wrote how there 2 degrees of separation on Twitch. I find that to be so true. So many stories I've heard thus far about how, like, I mean, those of you that understand the 6 degrees of separation, Twitch is more like 2.
Right.
Such is like your story. And how crazy is that? And it feels like as if you guys have known each other for years. It's like long lost souls reunited again.
Right.
You know? And kind of just picking up where you left off.
Yeah.
But it gets crazier.
It does.
And I told you about that DJ group that I was part of for 10 years, right? There was a young cat about Drew's age that was in that group. And there was another gentleman by the name of Alex. He was a little older than me. And he'd heard me about, that I knew how to DJ. We used to DJ at the Triangle Lounge. He said, you want to start a group with me? I said, cool. He goes, what's the name? Oh, Inner Dimension. I asked, cool, man. Sounds good. I was telling Drew that story. Come to find out, Drew was classmates with this guy named Gary, the young guy. And Drew was actually the one who made up the name Inner Dimension. Which I was a part of for 10 years, man. And I've never met him once.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
It's just
only
weird.
On Twitch. Only on Twitch, bro.
Right.
I'm telling you right now, only on Twitch, bro.
Right.
You're not going to get there anywhere else. Yeah. But again, how amazing is that? To be able, again, to 2 separate paths, right? And then coming together, having something in common, and then connecting, or I should say reconnecting on a much more deeper level.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So and that's crazy. And it's not. It sounds like as if this not only it's meant to be, but you're meant to do things together.
Right.
You know, which is why you guys stream together. Which is why you rate into each other's channel. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you can be like A+ and say this, that you're a secret loppers. That's why you're loppers.
A+, bro. Hey.
You're secret loppers.
Yeah. Don't tell nobody, huh? It's secret. Don't tell. Close the door. Don't close the door. Don't tell nobody.
No. Leave the door open.
Tell me if you're coming true. Tell me if you're coming true, huh? Make holler to me. Okay, make holler to me.
Make holler to me.
To me. Which one? You right there. That one.
Over there.
What the hell?
I take that to me, upside down, okay?
Oh my God.
Oh man.
So I want to get your thoughts, because I know you guys do weddings. I know, John, you guys were sharing that you did like 40 plus weddings a year, and all of it is word of mouth. So it's very similar to my marketing style.
Yeah.
I don't have a website. I never had one. and everything is word of mouth. And again, Hawaii is a destination state, so I do between 50 to 60 weddings a year.
Wow.
All word of mouth, right? And
Wow.
I'm a solo op.
Wow.
And so, like, what is one of the more creative, like, if you were to share with the group, like if you were to pretend like the chat room is a couple that you're meeting with, and you're sharing like one of the, maybe a creative idea that you do during your weddings, whether it's a bouquet toss, cake cutting, or whatever it is, like what would that idea be?
No, I guess a lot of the weddings that we did was young cats that was like that I knew. It was their time to get married.
I see.
So I used to do crazy stuff like, hey, you gotta get under there and don't use no hands. Now, this is when the Bluetooth law came in. You got to do this hands free. You can't.
Nice.
So have them take it off hands free.
Nice.
And then the winner of the bouquet toss would have to put it hands free into the winner of the garter toss.
Nice.
And then although it kind of backfired on us because the person that won the garter toss was someone's Lola, someone's grandma. So we had to make an exception. we had to make an exception. But those are the things. And then
so
also
John,
the music.
So John, what's Plan B? Because Lola has the bouquet. How do we?
It was his grandmother, man. So
His grandmother.
it was his grandmother. So you want belt or slipper, huh? Belt or slipper.
Which one? Parking set. Yeah.
So but even like the songs to play to get them in that mood. What
Sure.
songs do we play? It just make it fun. I mean, I kind of don't. A lot of these guys have an idea. It was they know what we've seen. A lot of these folks in the Bay Area have been to other weddings, and they kind of they take pieces of these weddings, and they kind of present it to you, and then I combine them with my experiences, and we kind of create something for them.
Right? You just put in your own flavor. On
Right.
Yeah. No,
We create something for them, and make it personal.
Nice. No, I love it. I love it. Yeah. How about you, Drew? Anything like for you, like you've experienced or you've been a part of for you? Anything that comes to mind?
From a wedding standpoint, I didn't do too many weddings, but for the few that I've done, it's always been about. I think when you deal with the couple, and what I've always done is like I want to know what they want the most out of that day, because everything is a whirlwind for them. Even when I relive my wedding, it's like, dude, that reception, it went by so fast I couldn't remember anything. I wanted to pick one specific moment, and I would tell the couple, I'd ask them, what specific thing do you want to remember the most? And we'll make it something, whether it be the cake cutting, whether it be the garter toss or whatever. Let's focus on one particular moment where you two can really focus in and celebrate your love. That's something that you're going to remember, because the rest of it's going to be a blur. I kid you not, because it just happens that way. You're shaking so many hands, taking so many pictures, and you're not going to have the time. But give me a specific point in time, one event, either cake cutting or whatever you want to do. Let's focus in on that, and we're going to take it down and slow the time down to where you guys can remember and enjoy that particular moment.
Nice.
So I think that's the one thing that I would advise is if you guys are going out and DJs in the room, if you guys are going out to solicit services, wedding services, there you go. Spend that little extra time to figure out a point in time in the reception for the couple to just focus in on them so that they can take that away and remember it.
Yeah.
Whatever
I
it
love
may
that.
be. Whatever it may be. Yeah.
Another thing that I did too, because I used to help these couples with itineraries for the reception.
Yeah.
And I always tell the bride, don't put a time. I know when you start and I know when you end. Don't put a time, because if you feel like you're running late, you're going to stress out. And this is the last part of the day that you'll remember.
Yeah.
Don't put a time. Between me and your wedding coordinator,
Yeah.
we got you. you'll end in time.
Yeah.
Don't put a time.
Yeah.
I got you. And I always made sure that they ended in time. And I said, because you know what? Even if you mess up, nobody knows it but you. This is your day.
Yeah.
Right.
This is your day, your moment. This is your time. And you paid for it. Nobody else cares.
Yeah. And you know what, John? You're absolutely right. Because
Right.
and many times there have been brides in the past that will actually ask, "Can I get a timeline?" I most of the time I can convince them not to focus on that, because more we want them, like even what you said, Drew, is to have them focus more on the moments, not on the
Right.
time. Because
Right.
when you do that, then you'll miss everything that you just planned.
Right.
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 But for those brides that like are very adamant, like, no, I want a timeline. I actually do exactly what you do, John. I'll actually give them a timeline, but I take the times out.
Yeah.
And you know, they're like, hey, what happened to the times? I said, you know what? That's my job.
Yeah.
Allow me to do my job. Trust
Yeah.
us. We
Yeah.
do this every week.
Yeah.
Trust us. I
Right,
promise.
right.
If you trust us, you're gonna have the greatest wedding that you'll ever have.
Right.
Right? And most
Right.
of the time, they're like, you know what? Yeah. And then they end up day two. Right? But the very few ones that like will just want the control will usually say this at the end, like, you know what? I should have listened and not, focus more. Like, they had a great time, but if they were to do it all over again, that was that one part. They're like, nah, I should have not just even looked at the timeline. I
Right.
should have listened. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like what you said, Drew, like if I were to give any advice to our DJs out there, and I only can speak on weddings because that's more my niche, is when you're talking about their special day, like I said, and I was telling this with DJ DeeLux, is I don't even talk about music. I don't even talk about equipment, because that's the stuff you already will provide. I'm going to talk about the music the moment after they hire me. What I'm going to talk about is the type of experience, the services and benefits that I can provide for them to give them the best possible wedding at the end of the night. My whole
Exactly.
goal at the end of the night is to have their family and friends walk up to them and say, hey, this has been the best wedding reception that I've ever attended. And if they
Right.
can say that, you've done your job. That's
Yeah.
kind of more the perspective that I give when I sit down and I speak with my couples.
Nice.
And so, yeah, funny, because when A Plus was in Hawaii, we had lunch. That's actually what he and I were discussing in terms of weddings. M. Wesley, one of my mods, actually asked this question: what's the craziest thing you've done or seen at a wedding?
For me, a couple of things stand out. I DJ'd 2 weddings in one day.
Oh, okay.
In the same hotel, in the same ballroom.
That has happened to me several times. Yep.
And the craziest one, as I was packing up, I saw the groom in the coat room with 3 bridesmaids.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
This dude didn't even let the night end. You saw. All right. That's it. I thought it was only happening in the movies, man. I saw it in front of my face.
Yeah.
I didn't have camera phones then, though, man.
Yeah. That's
No
crazy.
footage.
Yep. How about you, Drew?
Oh man, mine is kind of movie-esque. It was, it's pretty bad because I know that the couple is no longer together, and that was one of the reasons because the bride ended up with one of the groomsmen. How does that happen at that? I don't know. It just happens.
I guess he was the
It's
best
like-
man.
Yeah. Well, but you could see the exchange, and it was just like, what the hell's going on here?
Right.
That's so crazy and so unfortunate.
Yeah, it is.
It is, and I really feel bad for the groom at that time because he was just like, hey man, that's
Yeah.
my boy, and that's
Crazy.
my wife.
Right.
Crazy.
Right.
Oh, man. But yeah, that's one of the things that I've seen that's crazy, and it's just like, you know what, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in the line of pretty much the same question like what M. Westing shared, rather than weddings, what is one of the more crazy, maybe most memorable, I should say, things that you've seen on Twitch so far?
Oh, man, your prom day thing last week, brother. Bruh, the dancing with the dang shorts, bro, and the wig bouncing, bro. That's just so memorable, man. And it's so. And then another one is DJ Theo Tabora's Baby Theo with the Backyardigans remix.
Bro.
Those two things just cracks me up, man.
Man.
That's
DJ
probably a couple
Theo.
of the memorable times that I've seen here, man. Oh, one more. Also, DJ Theo Tabora's Hot Dog on a Stick redemption. I can't forget about that.
I have learned the hot dog on a stick redemption. I didn't know about it. and I actually learned about it.
Yeah. No, but your prom night, bro. Oh, I could not stop laughing, bro.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Definitely one.
The bouncing wig was it, bro. The bouncing wig,
you,
bro.
You know, I was like, man, I don't dress up. I'm not the dress up type of person. Like, Halloween's my least favorite holiday. So, like, if you'll never catch me in like anything to dress up on. That's just I just don't do it. You know. But when we did this prom thing, like, Shea Boogie was the one that put it together with Twin Spin, and they're like, so we need you to dress up. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll dress up. I'll put on a coat. You know, I was like, but I'm going to take it to a different level. I'm going to take you back to 1989 when I graduated. Throw down the Soleus afro. But because of that, I actually, it gave birth to a brand new DJ, and his name is DJ Oos.
Yes. I think I saw DJ Oos the other night.
Yeah.
I saw DJ Oos.
Yeah, so DJ Oos comes in and he takes over the stream, and like I think Theo was on there, and he was like calling out Theo, man. He was like,
Yeah.
DJ Theo Fofora. Bro, I'm telling you,
That's
man,
it, bro.
DJ Oos had more followers than I had when I first started. Like, I hate that guy. That guy sucked, man.
Hey, Sole.
Yeah, like for real, John. For real, it was like that. DJ Oos was taking over the stream. Yeah, man. It was crazy, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, that was funny, man.
So much fun, man. So much fun. Favorite quote, words you live by, sayings, mantra. What is it for you guys?
Oh man, go ahead, John. You started it off.
You know, I thought about this, and a couple things popped up. But the one that stood out the most is, I'm going to quote my buddy right there, D1 Drew, man. If you're not going to grind and cook with me, you're not going to sit at my dining table. You're not going to eat with me, man. And I mean, you know, of course, big boy as I am, I always refer to food, but that's in real life. You know what? Like, you know, DJing in clubs, being a DJ, from garage parties to DJ in the clubs. You think you could feel everybody in that garage or in that club is your friend, man.
Yeah.
But as soon as you hit a tough spot in your life, when you have absolutely nothing, you be lucky if you can count in one hand who comes out and reaches out to you.
Who's gonna be
You feel
there
me?
for you?
And
Amen.
so that just speaks to me in volumes. Like, if you're not going to grind with me,
Yeah.
if you're not going to be there to wipe my tears when I've been down, if you ain't going to help me stand up, man, you ain't going to pop this bottle with me while I'm sitting high on this dining table. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's, as we get seasoned, as we get more seasoned, man, that stuff is more meaningful. Because, you know, at this point, you know, I know there's still a lot of life left, but at this point, you've seen a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, friendship has a whole different meaning to me at this point in my life. And, you know, friendship is different. And like, as the little time that I met Drew, that friendship has become a brotherhood.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. And I said, you know, whether you end up hating me, bro, I'm going to be like your brother. It's for life. You know what I'm saying? Because you have grinded with me, and you've allowed me to grind with you, and you allowed me to cook with you. So we're going to sit here at this dining table, and we're going to work things out if it doesn't go right.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, man. That was beautiful.
Wow, thanks, man.
Dope.
Absolutely, man.
Dope, man. I would say kiss, but you guys aren't together, so yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Throw that emote, guys. Come on,
Come
man.
on, man.
Oh man.
Come on, man.
Come on,
If you guys got that Bigg John emote, come on, man. Throw it for DJ Don Falmuin.
Come on, man.
Freaking hilarious, bro. Drew, how about you, man? Share us some wisdom, brother.
I think for me, it's like there are no limits to what you can do or accomplish, and the only limitations are in your own head.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that speaks a lot to me and my personality and what I've been through in my short run in this life so far. It's like, hey man, if I'm the only one that's gonna block myself from achieving greatness, right? If I ever get there, right? I'm the only one that's gonna stand in my own way, right? Everybody has the ability. Everybody, will figure out the means to get where they need to go, but you yourself will stop you from ever starting, right? If you don't take the time to do it yourself. So I think that's something that I operate on a lot is, man, I just got to start somewhere. No matter where I'm going to finish, I know it's going to be better or maybe it's worse, but at least I've learned along the way, but at least I started. I wouldn't know, I there's no room in this life for regret, and you don't want to live your life thinking about the what ifs. Just do it, man. Just get out there and try, And that's my mantra and my thinking. It's like
I love it.
You're the only one that's gonna stop yourself. So
I love it.
There you go.
Yeah. And I've often heard regret's a choice.
Right.
Right.
Right. Your biggest enemy and your cheerleader is the person that's standing in front of the mirror. That's
Right.
basically what you're saying, Drew. That makes so much sense, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Right. And so many times, it's that talk story in our head, that conversation that we have in our head is really what can make or break a person. Right. Nah, I cannot do it. Like, for example, I'm not sure if you caught it earlier, because I know, Drew, you were still streaming with John. I'm not sure if you caught his story earlier with DJ DeeLux. Right. He's a quadriplegic. He's got no motion from his shoulder down. I mean, he's through therapy. Like, he can walk with crutches. His hands are closed like this. He can't even open his hands, but yet he still can DJ on a Pioneer DDJ SZ, and he still does his thing. That is amazing.
Yeah,
right?
It's an amazing story, man.
Like, where one person can just in front of the mirror say, you know what, screw this, bro, I'm done. There's no way I can do what I want to do anymore.
Right.
I'm done. Right?
Right.
For him, he's like, nah, I'm just getting started, and nothing's gonna stop me. And when you watch and you see someone like that, you say to yourself, man, what do I have to complain about? All right? I mean, 2 able hands, 2 able legs. I can get around and do stuff with ease. I'm gonna get up and go get something really quick, whereas somebody like DJ DeeLux will probably need some assistance, and will take him a little bit more longer to go ahead and and do what many of us take for granted. Right. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. The two of you, freaking dope, amazing.
So are you, my friend, bro.
No, for real. So let me share this quote. I mean, after listening through you guys' journey and you guys' story, and seeing how it is very similar tracks in terms of growing up, making specific choices, right? So here's the quote that I found. And I'm inspired to share this with you. And the quote goes like this: sometimes you must hurt in order to know, fall in order to grow, lose in order to gain, because most of life's greatest lessons are learned through pain.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
And many times it's sometimes it's more about the journey. It's more about the process than the end product, right?
Yeah.
All 3 of us all learned pretty much in similar turntables with the same crappy ass realistic mixer, right? With the belt drives, using a pitch, a pitch level where you actually got to dial it, like, hey, does this work? taking the records, right? Taking a record and actually learning how to, like, okay, what's the BPM on this? Well, let me teach you, right? Or just kind of making it up as you go.
Or putting a quarter on so you can scratch. Putting a coin on the needle.
Put a coin on the needle, yeah. Whether it's a penny or a dime, yeah. Like, okay, that's too heavy. Okay, the dime. Okay, let's penny. Oh, the penny works. You know, like just all these different things.
Yeah.
Whereas you see how it is now with controllers. Like, I got a Rain mixer. It's the 12 MK2. Like, it doesn't even require a needle.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy is that?
Right.
You know. But I understand, like, how everything was, like, how we started back then. Like, I'm grateful for what I have now, but I'm also grateful for where I started, because it taught me, like, what struggle looks like. It taught me what humility looks like. It taught me what hard looks like. You know, and then you get some of these cats, and I'm not seeing everybody. You get some of these guys will just show up with a laptop and they're just kind of doing their thing. I'm like, hey, more power to you. You do you. That's totally up to you. But as for me and my house, that's not how we do this.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So again, I mean, I've only known you guys for a short while, and then being able to just to holler at the two of you and just talk for a little bit, and then be able to even feel your energy and just talk your story with you guys. You know.
Yo, appreciate you guys. You're allowing us this opportunity, man. It's
likewise, man.
Man.
Yeah, man. I think our first conversation, it was like, you know, there was like almost like a, I don't know, the mono was just strong, you know what I mean? We just clicked right away, and I think that's what's unique about this community in Twitch. I mean, you've got all these different walks of life and DJs. We may not even speak the same language, but we speak the music, right? We speak through our music. And I think that's what binds us all. And if we communicate that way, man, this community is so powerful. You know?
Absolutely.
And that's what really drew me into it even more, and wanting to be a part is the people that you're meeting, the people that you're interacting with. Yeah. I mean, I have a sister now in Thailand that, oh my God, man, you know, you would never think she's like the boom bap queen, but you know, by listening
Missile,
to her music. DJ Missile, you know, we got her Ray Chain tomorrow.
Unbelievable,
oh man,
bro.
Yeah,
dude, the music library in her head, bro, is like crazy.
Right,
you know. I mean, talking about judging a book by its cover.
Right.
Sure.
Like, you go on DJ Missile's channel and you sit there, you're like, how does this chick know all of this stuff right here?
Right.
Is that because there are some cuts of like, who is this? Like, I had to go and look it up.
You gotta Google. You gotta ask Siri, man.
Yeah.
Siri, name this song.
For real, bro. Like, I'm not gonna even lie. Like, oh, this chick is dope.
Yeah.
Her vibe is unreal. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed her vibe. Like, wow.
Right.
I was very
she's
taken back.
So humble, man.
Such a sweetheart.
Humble.
Such a sweetheart. Yeah.
So sincere, and the sweetest one, you know, and you know, I make it almost like religiously to her channel just to listen to her play. Yeah. And all the people that I've met so far, just in her own crew, and all the DJs in Thailand that I've met through her, through Twitch, right? It's just crazy, you know. And I really dig this whole community, right? Yeah. And now that we're rating each other, we're putting on these things with each other and working with each other. It's like, man, you know, this whole culture, the whole DJ culture is alive and thriving. And it's scary that I thought, you know, maybe a few years ago I walked away from it and didn't want to ever look back, you know, and now I'm here and I'm just like embracing it all again, and I love it, you know. So, man,
and I also
gives me chicken skin
for real, right? You know,
I love it, man. No, I feel you, man. Totally feel you, bro.
And even my cousin Angie B 007. That's my real cousin, like first gen cousin. Like, nice. We kind of lost touch, but through Twitch, I see her all the time, and we talk all the time. She goes up in our pop-up events and sees me, and we built into a relationship now, and I'm so happy. And it was all because of Twitch. And then Drew and I, because of DJ Missile, have built a sisterhood with our supermod, Ginger. I mean, she's from Tampa, Florida, like in a different time zone, but she's always there to help us at any time we need it. So, much love to them. And then, and just the friendships, like Drew said, the friendships that we built here, DJ Theo Tabora and the Savage Cuts DJs, the Club Savage DJs, and, my friend Ray One, he's here. Ray One and Darren and my cousin Angie has been there since day one. And Mrs. D1 Drew, day one on Zoom. They've been there, but following me from Zoom now to Twitch. So I thank them.
Crazy. Yeah.
Thank them.
I think it's just amazing that when you jump on a platform such as Twitch, that you're able to connect with people globally. Something where you couldn't do just a few years ago, right? Physically, we weren't able to do that. But because of Twitch, that's the blessing behind it, where we're able to connect with each other on a global basis, right? But because if it wasn't for Twitch, I wouldn't have known who you guys were. I wouldn't know Theo. I would have known so many other dope DJs and viewers and mods alike. It's crazy because there's a whole bunch of people that come to Hawaii often, and I get to meet them. Like, it's so awesome.
Right.
And they come in on droves. I can see a whole bunch of people. It's the Twitch Ohana that I get to see on a regular basis. And, like, it's so much fun because, and my wife who sees me stream on a daily basis, like, do you know these people? And like, I don't. Like, I'm meeting them for the very first time. And just like the two of you, super supportive. Like, okay, let's go meet them then. Like, looking forward. Tell me about them, right? And then just share with, my experience with them on Twitch, and then meet with them and as if we've known them forever because we're connected to them spiritually. The physical part just it closes it. It brings the closure to the connection. At least that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to add one more. Another one that's been there from day one from Zoom is Chateau de Mog. Chateau de Mog is actually that designs my merch. I actually don't go through Streamlabs for my merch because I want to support local business. And my friend has a local business with T-shirts. He's the one that handles all my gear. So Chateau de Mog, shout out to you guys. And, of course, my lovely wife, dang Gina! From day one, baby, till my last breath.
We gotta vote for DJ Don Famolino for governor of Hawaii, right?
Absolutely, brother. Like, dude, he's got my vote, man.
Block party, I saw that. Just saw that in the chat.
I will respectfully decline.
What's funny is I used to go to Oahu a lot with the family. My mom used to stay out there, and she used to work at Kapiolani Medical, the women's and children. Yeah. And dude, we had the little house there off of Punahou, and we would just I would always be over there, and I always envisioned that's the place where I'm gonna end up when I retire. So it's crazy now that I'm meeting other people in the island, and I've still got family there. I've still got family in Waipahu, but nice. But meeting other folks, and that are involved in the community, like you said, I would have never known who you are without Twitch. A bunch of these DJs, and I give that back to this community. It's like, wow, man, it just shrank this world so small now, to where like you said, we're building that relationship, and then once everything is open and we can start traveling, hey, the physical is the last part. But I think we've been in each other's rooms, we've been in each other in each other's streams and whatnot, and we've kind of getting to know each other. Absolutely. And it's amazing, and this whole community is full of love and full of support. So yeah, man, it's a blessing.
No, I love it. Yeah, makes so much sense. A+ is on a roll today.
Bro, A+.
A+ is A+. What's you drinking or what you smoking, man?
or both.
What are you smoking and drinking, A+?
Bro, that ain't just CBD, bro. That's the bruh.
I'm telling you right now, A+'s comments today is A++.
Hey,
Plus.
hey, I got to tell one thing to A plus. You can take advantage now while I'm on camera and you're on chat, bro. But you got to remember these Tahiti fets are opening up, bro. I'm gonna get you while you're drumming. You don't have a mic then. I do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this,
true.
John. I'm gonna tell you this. You and Drew. I'm gonna have A plus on Wisdom Wednesday.
There you go.
Fire back.
Oh,
Fire.
I
right
got
back.
him.
That's it.
Fire
I got
right
him.
back.
See, he
That's
forget. So there you go. What's your response, A plus? There you go. All right, you're gonna be sitting in the middle of the gymnasium with your drum in your hand, and I'm the only one with the mic.
We talked about this, John, because I'm going to be on the drum floor too. You know,
Yeah.
don't stare in my direction.
Oh, dude, I
Because
won't.
I
I
will
just gotta
mess
look
you
out
up,
where
bro.
you're at, and I'm never walking. I gotta look at where you're at, and I'm never walking that way, man.
It's crazy.
Oh man.
Brothers, I'm going to hand you over to the chat room. Go ahead and do your shout outs. We'll close this Wisdom Wednesday out, but I'm going to hand it to you guys. Go ahead and do some shout outs.
Oh, yeah. So shout out to Chateau de Mog. Oh, man, my brothers JP and Daryl from Hawaii. They're from Oahu, man. I haven't seen you guys. I miss you guys. I haven't been in the Niner games. Of course, DJ Theo Tabora. Thank you.
Chef Big Mike's in there, man.
Chef Big Mike's in the house. Michelle, M. Westling, Chateau de Mog, Darren Wendland. Who else is here? Mrs. D1 Drew. That's your
That
your
is my
wife. Yeah.
That is my wife.
I know. You know, my wife's name is so popular on Twitch. She gets so many shout outs. He goes, "Hey, Big John, what's up, Big John?" And my wife goes, "What's up, Dang Gina?" I'm gonna change my name to Mr. Dang Gina, just so I can get a big yell,
Don't do
man.
that. Don't do that.
So that just goes to show you, women, you see that? That's the power you have over a stupid man.
Hey,
We will change your name for you.
brother Don. This is what I tell my friends, man. I may wear the pants in the house, but my wife controls the zipper.
Yes, sir.
Don't be
telling you.
stepping away too fast.
I'm
Don't be
telling
stepping away too fast, bro.
Look. I've also heard you're the head, but she's the neck.
There you go, bro.
I'm telling you that right now.
Marie Reed,
Bernays.
another one.
Reed.
Real Bernays.
Yes.
Ray One World, man. Another real one from the beginning, from Zoom, following us, man. Another
Island
one of my
boy.
brothers, man.
Minute. What's up, Minute?
Say hi to
Bonifa's in here, man. Of course, our sister Ginger K.
Oh, yeah.
My cousin Angie B. M. Westling. Dang Gina, don't hate. I would never hate, baby.
crazy.
Mama BZ, Princess Leahonu.
Come here, so.
Block Party for the Big Island. What's up?
Awesome.
Government name is Heather. How you doing,
Heather,
Mama?
how are you?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my nephews. They've just infiltrated my spot. This my brother's kids.
There you
My
go.
brother's kids. This is Saru
Hey,
and this is Sua. They're
beautiful
Samoan-
kids.
They're Samoan Japanese.
Beautiful kids.
Beautiful.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hello.
Say hi. Say hi.
Hello.
On the mic. Say hi on the mic. You can't hear them, but say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, so brothers,
Hey,
I appreciate you guys, man. Love you guys so much.
Oh man,
Um,
we appreciate you, brother.
When you streaming again? Share with us your streaming schedule.
Actually, what we got the joint jam raid tomorrow with DJ Missile,
Oh, yeah,
sponsored
that's
by
right, with
DJ
DJ
Missile,
That's right.
and our super mod Ginger K is going to start at what's this 11 a.m. Eastern time, and it's going to go all the way to 2 a.m. Eastern time Saturday. And
Okay.
D1 Drew is going to be in the mix with me
Nice.
making commentary at 9 p.m. Pacific time.
Nice.
So follow us on the raid train, the joint jam raid tomorrow. And then Saturday, we have our Saturday Night Essentials
Saturday
with
night.
me at 8 p.m. Pacific and the IQ Chef in the mix at 10 p.m. Pacific. And that's going to be from South Lake Tahoe because we're actually going to pack tonight and leave tomorrow morning to go to South Lake Tahoe, man. So,
Nice.
Yeah, we are on vacation.
Crazy.
yeah.
Well, enjoy your vacation. Brothers, I appreciate you guys being on.
Yeah.
I appreciate your spouses
Thank
for,
you so much.
for the support. You know that I'll be visiting your channel, often and being there to support. And again, just like what I said to DJ DeeLux, anything I can do to help you guys out, man, just give me a holler. But I
And
love you
likewise,
guys.
Likewise, brother. If you're ever here in the Bay Area, man, holler at us.
I'm gonna actually be there soon. Maybe there in a couple of months.
Man.
So I'm gonna holler at you guys most definitely.
Hey, John, you know what that means? That
What's
means
up?
we better do a pop up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's feed this guy.
Let's feed this guy.
Let's feed this guy.
Let's eat, man.
Let's eat.
Let's eat, bro. Yep. Like I always say, I have a weight problem. Can't wait to eat.
That's right. What's up, DJ Flash 05? What's going on, man?
Yep. DJ Flash, only from Canada in the house.
Oh man, what's up? Aloha, brother.
Love that guy. Again, so once again, Chat Ohana, let's give it up again to our brothers Bigg John,
Thank you guys.
DRU.
Mahalo.
Appreciate you on this Wisdom Wednesday, our Thursday edition. Next week, Wednesday, we got Sky High Mama, DJ Rose, BB Joy, an all-female lineup next week. So the very first time for me on Wisdom Wednesday. So
Wahine Wednesday, huh?
Yes, sir. Wahine Wednesday.
Wahine
Wild
Wednesday.
Wahine Wednesday.
Wild Wahine Wednesday.
Oh, man. We just
All right,
rated
brother.
Art Brothers, man. I appreciate you guys so